Howdy everybody. Welcome to the Uncultured Gold, the podcast. I am BigSugah. I am BigSugah. And the bearded man, the beautiful, the sexy, that man is also BigSugah. Xenos, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm XenosAce, I guess. Also known as BigSugah.
Oh, shit. I was meaning like, the bearded sexy, anyway.
The bearded duo.
How are you?
Duo going on right now.
How is everybody?
Doing good. How are you?
Pretty fucking splendid. Not gonna lie.
I know you're talking that to the people who are watching right now, but yeah. That bearded sex.
The bearded sex.
I see Sayo, NATO, Red. Let's go.
You know, it's funny.
What's up?
When I got back after the technical difficulties, I heard you and your missus in the background, and for a second there, I was worried. I was like, am I hearing some stuff that I shouldn't be? Because you were like, oh, yo, you're going to learn, or some shit like that. And then she was giggling and all that, and I was like, what is going on in the background?
But there's never a thing. I never said you're going to learn. You, sir, are a little
like
on the messed up side.
I
didn't say anything like that.
I'm just talking shit, chat. I got to fix this
if you
box real quick.
If you want to know.
Like I said, chat. We're a little scuffed today. Let me fix this up a little bit. This is a little bit too fucked up here. I gotta fix this. We ran into some very technical difficulties.
I need you to go to Stream Elements. Get the hell off of this bullshit slobs and get to Stream Elements.
I'm telling you, bro. I was on Streamlabs earlier and it wouldn't let me on. It was like, it just wouldn't let me log into it, so I'm having to do the budget version today. But that's okay.
Yeah, well, let's get you on Stream Elements. They don't ask for two-factor authentication every single fucking time.
Yeah, well, it never used to. It's just, everything hit me today. So this is why we're late, by the way. So my old phone was fucked. And
it's his fault this time.
Well, it wouldn't let me fucking, like, get SMS codes or nothing. And I finally got a new phone. I'm sussing it out. Look, it's even got the default fucking... You can't even see it. It's cracked as well. It's my dad's old phone. This one can actually receive SMSs, and I left my phone at the missus' place with my SIM card in it. And I had to do a quick miss to go grab that. But we're here now. We're bearded beauties, as I like to say. Sheesh, wouldn't be red. Yeah, because this man's professional.
I mean, mine was pretty professional, except for the one hiccup of, not having any audio for the first, minute. That's it.
We're bound to fuck something up. Hold up. I've got kids at my fucking door during a podcast.
Ignore them, bro. Ignore them.
Oh, my God.
You ignore them, they go away. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, this is not a professional podcast. This is just a podcast.
Go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have quite a little for our docket right now, but from the last way our stream went, our little episode went, we went off on tyrants and tirades about tyrants and tyrants, and so why not? We're just gonna keep it short on the docket sheet, and
I'm just glad that this time we're not muted at the start. I fucked up the chat box, and the chat box looks fucked, but at least you can see the chat. You can even see if I want to remove a message. It is in mod mode.
In mod mode.
I can't do anything about it, man.
Dude, we need you to get you on Stream Elements here. You know what, Stream Elements, please freaking sponsor us, because I am licking your boots at this point with how much I try to push your shit, because it is so phenomenal. You can create your freaking overlays right off the hand. And they actually even have a chat box little thing, so you can actually, put a chat box right there as an overlay. It looks clean, it looks good, it looks crisp.
There's always at least one fuck up. There's always one fuck up in our podcast. We got to make it a tradition at this point.
No.
I feel like it's just...
Let's make it the mission to not have a fuck up one time.
No, I think a goal to fuck up at least once just adds a little pizzazz. You know what I mean?
Or unprofessionality that will definitely hurt us in the long run.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, this is what happens. We're just starting out the podcast. It's gonna be a little scuffed at the start, but we're working on the fine details.
Oh, you know what? We already always have one fuck up. Your audio.
What's wrong with my audio?
And you know how it likes to sometimes just dip out for no reason?
That's only on Discord though. I gotta suss that out because I don't think it happens on my OBS.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm scuffed, man. I've always been scuffed. That's what's wrong with my audio, man.
You're talking.
Yeah.
Red. So, you finally watched 1917. Finally.
I did, and I tell you what, gave me mad God of War vibes.
God of War.
Let me explain.
Yeah, please. I don't understand that.
Let me explain. God of War. You play not the original ones, the new one. You play through that whole game, and there is no camera cuts whatsoever. Throughout the whole game, it's one camera. It doesn't cut out. Even in between gameplay and cutscenes, there are no cuts. It is one solid camera throughout the whole adventure. And that was what 1917 did. And the whole time it had me think, like, literally completely different concepts, completely different stories. Like, one's Greek gods and Norse gods, and then one's a World War One movie. But it was just the camera, the way they did the camera work was just phenomenal, man. I mean, obviously there are cuts. But they didn't, the way they produced that movie and put it out.
It's shot as if it were just a one long cut. And honestly, they did do a long cut for quite a bit of it. You know, like they did do quite a bit of long cuts.
There were some parts where they did actually cut the camera though, and that was when I think he was shot in one of the guys was shot in the head, but it hit his helmet and it knocked him out. And then the screen just went black, and then it picked up with him waking up again. Man, that was such a good movie, man. Such a good movie. We're gonna move my phone over there, so we don't get any
professionals
dun,
here.
Dun, 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 dun. What's your?
You don't know how to mute your phone?
I do know how to mute it. Fine, I'll do that. It's a new phone, man. Cut me some slack.
Let me
literally just got it. Literally just got it started. Anyway.
Let me just double check my phone's dead. It's even on vibrate too. So.
Mine's on vibrate now. And we do like a vibrating object.
Yo.
So what's your question, Red? What's your question? Hit me with it.
We're just gonna sit here in quiet waiting for his question? Hell no. Oh.
What's your thoughts on the new follower emotes?
Oh.
New follower emotes.
Yeah, so now you can have emotes that are just for followers. Or not for just followers, but you can, it's basically like, hey, follow me, you'll get my, these emotes. Sub, you'll get these other emotes. I don't like them because then you kind of ruin an incentive to have someone sub to you, but that's from a business mindset.
Yeah.
At the same time, I kind of like it because, you have a reason to follow, but then,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess. I feel like it's more for the viewers than the streamers. And I don't know if that's a great direction for Twitch to go in. I think yes, the viewers are important, but if they're going to take incentive away from subs, which supports streamers in that, it's probably not the greatest idea. But, I mean, more emotes, the better, I guess. I mean, like, I suppose it gives streamers more options for emotes, I guess, if you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean. I just think it's... I don't know. I'm torn because one, like this, I'm trying to make my actual career of streaming. So there's like maybe I just put up some like stupid ones that are like completely ridiculous. Because here's the thing: someone may like your follower emotes and may just end up following you just for the emotes, but they'll never watch your content. And as someone who's trying to make this a professional thing,
Yeah.
I need viewers. Hell, I mean, when it comes down to it, subs, donating, bits, they're all fantastic. But one of the biggest things we need to be looking out for is viewership. Like, if we can get a high number of views, which means we'll have more opportunities with other things, which means more, more of a profit. Now, I'm saying this is from the business side. That means more profit for the actual streamer. If you get sponsorships and kickbacks and all that kind of stuff, yes, sell out. But hey, you know what? When you're an entrepreneur, you sell out because you need the monies. So I find it's a great way to get followers, but followers don't do nothing for you. It's viewership that does everything for you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, like, you could have 50 followers and you're getting 20 viewers per stream. You're doing better with than someone with 1,000 followers getting fucking 5. So, I mean, like,
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it really is the viewership. And your followers don't put you on top of a category. Your viewers do. The amount of
exactly.
viewers you
And
have.
that's why I have the biggest issue with Red's comment right there. Now I have a reason to sell out more on the follower side. Followers don't get you shit, bro. Followers don't get you shit. When
Followers
someone
are a
comes to your
good
channel,
milestone. They are a
yeah.
good milestone, but literally, that's just a number. Does
Hell,
nothing for you.
I got reached out by someone supposedly who was in the dev team for Forza Horizon because of my birthday stream, and I had like 40 people watching me.
Mm.
You know, I literally had a someone supposedly from the dev team. I don't know if they were actually or not. I didn't look into it too much, and they didn't send me a DM of any sorts. So I'm just assuming they might not be. But those, the only reason why they even bothered to even hit me with a scam like that, or in fact be a truthful thing, is like, you are the person who is most viewed right now with our game. We want your opinion because a lot of people, for some reason, seem to think uh, your opinion is going to matter about the game. Red, what kind of follower count has benefit, or like what does
Yeah.
having a following count benefit you? In which way? I would like to know.
I think the only way a follower count benefits anyone is that if the followers that you have notifications turned on, and that's the only time it matters, because that depends on, like, if they don't have that turned on. So you got 700 people following you, and maybe only 100 have notifications turned on, but then that 100 ain't gonna come in every stream. People
Yeah,
go,
that,
I mean, you get your normal amount, but then if you got lower followers, but you got more people with the notifications, I don't know. I don't know. It literally is a representation of your viewer count. It could be. Yeah.
could be, but I've seen people with 5,000 followers who are running 3-person viewer streams, and I've also seen 100 follower people running with 10 people on the stream. Which one do I think is more successful? That 100 person, because that one, that person has a lot more click through rate.
I'll tell you
Like,
what, NATO is a perfect example for this, and I'm gonna use you real quick, NATO. NATO literally just started out streaming properly, and before he even hit his 50 follower count, he'd already surpassed the average viewers that you need for affiliate. All he needed
yeah,
was the follower count. And this man is, what were you getting, like 5 to 6 viewers every stream, plus, and you got under 50 followers at the time, like that. That's an incredible
little NATO
achievement.
over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had,
NATO over here is like almost all the time give you motivation.
yeah,
That follows almost all the time give you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate follows, but I appreciate on the business side, I appreciate viewership.
yeah,
Like I will trade in, I will trade in 200 follows for 5 people who are loyal to the stream, who watch it every single time I go live, or at least once a day when I go live. I'll trade in 200 followers just for that, because if it were to work out like that, I have, supposedly I have 500. I don't know if that's the corrected amount after I got follow botted, but let's just go off of that possibly inflated number. I have 500 followers. My potential watch rate should be 500 people. I'm averaging, depending on the game I play and depending on the night it is, I'm averaging anywhere from 2 to 10, maybe 2 to 12 people. We'll be nice. 2 to 12 people. That is such a small thing. Like, that is such a small percentage that, people just follow you and then forget about you. And
it happens. It happens all the time.
I love getting the follows. I appreciate them, but viewership is what actually matters if you're trying to make money off of this platform. Now, if you're not making money off of this platform, then follows is the exact thing you want to go for.
I agree with the fact that followers are motivation. I mean, I look at my follow account after every stream, and I got a follower goal on there and everything. My followers are at 243 right now. And my goal is to hit 300 by the end of the year, but that literally just depends on what games you play. And I can, the one example I have is Forza Friday. So usually in my streams, it's kind of rare for me to hit 20 viewers concurrent by myself with no raids. Forza Friday done that for me, and I was holding 20 viewers for a couple hours. And as soon as I switched games, they left. I think I got 8 followers that night, all from Forza. I haven't seen a single one since, because I haven't been playing Forza. And follow account, I got 8 followers that night, and that was fantastic. It's getting me towards my goal, but they're not regular viewers, and I don't blame them. If they want to watch Forza, that's all for it. If I stream Forza again, they might pop back in. Who knows? But it really does nothing for me, the fact that they followed. The fact that they were there watching was what done it. Them getting the viewer count up there was... I was beyond happy. It wasn't if I was streaming with 10 viewers and I got 8 followers, that's fantastic as well. But I doubled that viewer count, and I was at 20 for 3 hours, and that was phenomenal. I was over the moon. Like, that was great. And that can happen with other games. It just depends on the category. I mean, when I was streaming San Andreas, going for the platinum, I was doing the platinum grind. Every stream I had 15 to 20 viewers, but then I play something else and it's a more saturated category, that goes down. It really just depends on the day, on the game. Viewer counts can change all the time, and that's what XenosAce is saying. The loyal viewers are what count. It's not the followers. It's not the new viewers. New viewers are great, because there's potential for them to become loyal viewers. Whatever you play, they'll watch. But it's the loyal viewers that are there every stream. And I can name a handful right now. I won't, but I can name a handful right now. My ones. I'm sure Xenos can as well. There's plenty. And that type of growth is the most important. Is seeing new faces that come in every stream.
And it's not to say that people don't have lives outside of watching some yokels play video games. Like, there's a couple people who I consider loyal followers, or loyal viewers, that I would say maybe only show up once a week because their work schedule is hectic and they just can't manage to get onto the stream. And it's like, life, I get life. So it's I don't know. All I know is, like, from a business point, like I said, I'm going to be on the business side of this because I actually want to make streaming my career. I want to be able to work from home, working on a streaming career, working on a community and getting all the peripheral set up for it, like merch, YouTube, all socials. I'm still trying to work on all that. But when it comes down to it, if you want like sponsorships or uh anything that could help you you know generate more income, they're going to be looking at what's this guy's viewer count. If they see, oh, this guy has 10,000 freaking followers, oh, he only reaches like 10 of them each stream. Yeah, we're gonna go on to the next guy, because the other guy who's got 10,000 followers, he's got, or she's got, 75 to 100 people watching. It's like, you want to look for the people who are actively engaging a wider audience, not someone who's got a following that never interact. And hardware, you bring up a really good thing. Raids.
Yeah.
Raid Shadow Legends, not a sponsor.
Raid Shadow Legends, the greatest thing for Twitch. Yeah, raids are very important, because I don't think a lot of people realize, and I think every streamer, no matter what amount of people you have in your chat at the time, if you raid out to someone who is a similar size to you, or even bigger, it doesn't matter, you're spreading your own. That's literally a self-promotion. You're showing that, hey, look, you're a streamer. I've sent my audience to you. I stream. They'll come have a look.
Yeah.
They'll come in like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. And it's also like, a lot of people are in the, except for some of the, like the really big streamers, usually throw out, shout outs. They're like, oh, hell, this person just raided me out. Here's a shout out. It's like, and then people get clicked through. That's how, I've gotten a couple people to show up and, be like, yo. And it's like, I kind of appreciate that. So it's, raids are a very integral thing. It's not only, it's self promo, it's also networking, because when someone networks through that way and they're like, oh, you're a cool dude, oh yeah, you're kind of cool, and then they send you a message later and they're like, oh hey, I saw that we play similar games, because I usually check out every single person who raids out to me. So it's like, I can see if like this is a person who I want to actually get involved with, and then I can send a message or do something with that, and it's quite fun. But at the same time, self promo. It's the only way to self promo, without getting in trouble in most people's streams.
Another good thing that I don't think a lot of people do. This is something that I specifically do when I get raided. I always go and check their past broadcast out and skip to the end. Because I want to see why they clicked on me. I want to see what actually brought them to check out my channel and send their viewers to me. Because usually it's either someone from their chat will be like, hey, rate this person, or they will go on a category, or look at their follower list, or just they'll somehow find you and they'll click on your stream, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, this guy seems cool. I like this about them. I like the look of this. Yo, this game's cool, and they're playing it. I like what they're doing on it. Like, and then they send their viewers over, and that is something I always like to check out. Usually people have past broadcasts activated, so you can do that. Like, majority of people. I know some people have it only to like subscribers only or something like that. But I mean, like, majority of people don't. So I
would say. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think the people that put past broadcasts on for only subscribers, I think that is one of the biggest mistakes you can do. Because people who don't catch your stream want to go to your past broadcasts and check it out. Find clips for you, share that around. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. They can go. Like, someone's gonna be able to click on it. And even if someone just comes by your channel randomly while you're not live and wants to see what you're about, they can at least click on your past broadcast and check you out from when you were live. Like, man.
The interesting thing for me is, like, most of the people who I don't know who raid out to me, there's two things that they usually raid out to me for. One is
the beard.
Nah, that's the biggest one, actually.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with the smaller one, which is still actually quite a bit. Is the PCG? You know, how I have that Pokemon game in my chat.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, "Oh, you have PCG," and you know, I found you in the Discord and wanted to raid out to another PCG person. I was like, "That's freaking awesome," you know. But then again, there's also the whole, there's the whole, the beard. The beard
beard.
attracts attention.
It does.
So much.
Your beard is impressive, man. I mean, I've been growing this fucking puny thing for what, 3 months now? When did I do my stream where we hit the channel point
I don't even know.
fucking thing and I shaved my head and my face and everything? I just went full fucking
I
gone.
need to trim.
And then I just let everything grow back. And I mean, here's a sneak peek, chat. The hair, it's back. I got a little haircut, got a little trim, so it looks nice now.
I'm getting my long hair back just in time for winter.
That's getting long
Yeah.
too.
I'm getting ready for my Jesus phase. But hardware, I actually remember the time I rated out to you.
So wait,
Actually,
did you find hardware? I was wondering
Yes,
how
I
you
found
guys
hardware.
ran into each other. I was like,
Hardware was playing Forza after one of our Forza community nights. And, you know, as Forza is, you know, if you know, as you found out, you know, you can get up to like 20 plus people watching you on Forza.
yeah.
Honestly, I was just like, screw it. I'm just gonna, you know, raid out to another Forza player and freaking bam, there it goes. Hit that up. It's best everything free for the user to use.
The thing about follower only chat, I see a lot of girls do use that, and I think
Don't owe me for shit, hardware. Sorry.
I think that follow only chat, it filters out a lot of the bots for a start, which I can see why people use that for that. But in a way, it's kind of shitty because if you're coming into a new stream, you click follow and then you gotta wait like 2 minutes before you can actually chat. I'm not sticking around for that. I'm gone.
Yeah, so I've always had a big issue if you're a small or even medium-sized streamer with follower-only chat. So that's why when I do raids, I usually check, you know, is it follower-only chat? Because if it is, screw them. So there's a couple of things I look for when I raid someone random that I don't know, and that is is their chat open for us to chat in, and is it you know, do they have a camera? What's the production value like? I don't want to send my viewers who are watching to someone who's going to be, you know, low quality, not interactive. And if I see no mic, I'm like,
Oh shit!
oh, verified chat. Oh my gosh, verified chat hurts, dude.
Taking shots at Red too right now. Like he doesn't stream with a camera.
Wait, does Red have verified chat?
Nah, he just doesn't stream with a camera, and that's what you were saying. People without camera. I don't usually rate people without cameras either. I understand why people do, like, but I feel like streams are just more personal when you can see the person that you're watching and actually feel like you're having a conversation with that person instead of having a conversation with a game. I feel like I feel like streams without cameras, and this is my opinion. I mean, take everything with a grain of salt. But I feel like watching streams with no camera is just kind of like watching a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And it doesn't...
And I'd rather watch a YouTube video.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that personal to me. I mean, I fuck with Red streams. Red streams are good. I'm not taking shots, Red. I personally think you should chuck a camera on, but that is my opinion. But I respect you for not, because you're doing you, and that's what you like, and that's great. Thoughts on VTubers? I don't really like VTubers.
We'll hit that in a second. I mean, Red, I don't care how ugly you think you are. I don't care, you know, about any of your, you know, preconceived notions on your camera work or shit. Bro, you put a camera up and you have some decent production value, you're going to see some major growth. You're already self-promoting out there, like, insane amounts, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You're not, like, I hate it because I like to hate on you just a little bit just because I think it's funny. But when, you know, when we're talking about it, though, from a business point of view, bro, you got the self promos, you got you got good gameplay, dude. Throw up a even if it's a simple minimalistic overlay and a camera, bro, you're going to be seeing some fucking moves, my guy.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
not just like, dude. I'm saying you could raise your production value, and that is something that people look out for. Like, one of the reasons why I think my Forza streams go over so well is when they're looking for someone who is not only they're not looking on, is he a pretty looking person? No, they're not looking for that. They're looking for production value. They want to see that your audio is good and clear. They want to see that your video is good and clear. They want to see that they can see you and how you're reacting, and also your vibes. Are you chill drifter? Are you a rage sweat driver? Like, what's going on?
I feel like no camera as well. Like, as long as you got a good overlay, you should be fine. Like, without a camera. I think when it's just simply gameplay though, I feel like that yeah, it needs a little bit of production value. Something personal to the streamer, because then it doesn't feel like it's anyone's. Like, yeah, we're just ripping out Red at this point.
Well, I mean, I can also say the same thing to NATO. NATO, you want to see your viewership go up? Get that camera, bro.
Yeah,
Get those overlays. I know you don't have overlays, Red. That's why I'm telling you this. Listen to me really good. I'm getting close up to the mic right now. Red, get some fucking overlays, even if they're simple. Just fucking do them. I've seen the ones that fucking Sugah done for you. Do them. Just get them on there. Do it. Stop being a pussy.
I was backing up. I was trying to even it out. You know what I mean? I mean, like, shit. For the boys, I don't mind doing overlays if I got the time. When I do free overlays, I usually only I'm gonna be charging at some point. But I mean, when it comes to my really close pals, I can whip up something really easy. It'll be good quality. It will be static. It won't be moving around, but it will be good quality. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, you're just gonna have to wait. Like, if I'm not getting paid for it, I'm not gonna be in a rush.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I will get it out when I have my own time for it. I mean, I've recently just whipped up some overlays for XenosAce. I actually got those done pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, you did. I need to get them up and running. I have not. I was gonna do that today, and then shit happened. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But hardware. I know, sheesh, a little hard, a little triggering. But at the same time, I don't hold shots back. I wouldn't consider Red to be someone who's a sensitive Nancy who needs to be stroked so nicely and patted on the head, dude. Like, I'm just telling you from what I've seen and how I view Twitch, as someone who hates watching Twitch streamers. When I do watch Twitch, and it's someone who's just random, I look for certain things, and that's how most people are going to go. I mean, don't worry, Red. The soft stroking will come later. That and other things will come as well, if you know what I mean. But hey, but yeah, I think production value goes a long way. One of the things I would say for your YouTube, and this is actually from Harris Heller. Shugs and I were just talking about this earlier.
Very good YouTube channel.
Yeah, he actually recommends don't put your stream stuff on YouTube. Make your content different from YouTube than from from what you stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
Make your YouTube content unique to YouTube only, and then get that as the advertisement to come over to your stream. Or put your stream overlays in there, because there's a lot of people who watch, VODs off of YouTube instead, because that's just the platform they like watching other videos from that aren't live.
There's some channels dedicated to just VODs as well. Like, they'll take VODs off. There's one channel that I watch is COD VODs, and I know a lot of people aren't really into Call of Duty here, but I still keep up with the pro scene and everything every now and then. And they always upload VODs from like different Call of Duty pro streamers and that, of just clips that they've gotten in recent tournaments and that, and there's specific channels for that. And then if you look at like Scumpy or even like Nick Merckx and stuff like that, their channels are dedicated to their stream clips. That's basically what they do. They stream, they get clips, they edit it, and they chuck it up, and like that's what they do. But like for smaller channels, and especially smaller Twitch channels trying to grow, I feel like making original content for YouTube is perfect. You can't take your stream VODs. I mean, you can. If you got something fucking brilliant, then you can, I guess. But you gotta make it a little bit different. And I think Red's a perfect example for this. And I'm not even gonna start roasting right now because this is perfect. Red doesn't upload to YouTube from his Twitch. He sets it apart. He records instead while he's not live. I don't know if you've uploaded recently, Red, but his videos are fucking brilliant. He does the .exe stuff where it's just meme shit. But they're fucking hilarious, and it's just him fucking around on video games and that. It's no overlays, nothing, and I know his stream doesn't have overlays, but it's completely different to what he would do on Twitch.
So Red's videos on YouTube are not when he's streaming.
No, he
okay.
plans out days and records it. He used to do one video a month, and the one thing I had a problem with, which is it's none of my business, but I was telling him, I was like, bruh, you leave your videos, you do one video a month, and you try and get it out right before the end of the month, and you only start recording on like the 27th. this man, he's like, I work well under pressure. I'm like, bro, give yourself some space. Like, give yourself some time to really work on it so it doesn't feel rushed.
With that then, you know OBS has, different scenes, right? You could like on mine, I actually have a recording scene where there is no overlays, just my camera small tucked in another place, because I prefer YouTube videos of gameplay of also seeing the person's reaction. So you can actually have a recording scene for your OBS and record off of that. It's actually, the OBS recorder is actually a lot nicer in my opinion.
OBS is incredible, man. It's incredible software.
You get a lot more data. You get a lot more data, which means you get a lot more, you get a lot more to work with. So.
Oh man. Yo, I remember we were talking about this last week on the last podcast. We're gonna save it for this one. But a lot of people were wondering how the fuck you and me came into each other's lives and that.
Today?
Do we?
No, let's do it for let's do it as a freaking sub goal on YouTube, bro.
What do you mean?
Like, get us 1,000 subs on YouTube. We'll tell how we met. That is a story that I want.
That's gonna be a while away.
Yeah, I don't care. Right now, I'm declaring it 1,000 subs on YouTube. We'll tell the story because it's such a legendary story. And no, Hardware, we didn't talk about it. And Hardware, I didn't forget about your question about Vtubers. We'll get to that next. But yes, I am putting it in concrete right now. 1,000 subs on YouTube. On YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. On YouTube. Get us to 1,000 subscribers. Share this with all your friends. Smash that like button. I'm gonna do it. Hit that notification bell. No, I'm done with this.
Can you chuck a link to the channel in the chat right now?
Yeah. What about?
For the podcast on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Un momento, por favor.
Yeah, so every week we do the podcast, and then a few days after the podcast is aired, then we will take that and upload it to the YouTube channel. So for anyone who wants to catch up, there are past broadcasts, but they only last for 2 weeks. We want to have... Oh, fuck.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Hold up.
Yo, I'm going to get banned from your freaking stream.
One day.
Yeah. I got banned again! Yo, screw this.
Wait! Was deleted by... Oh, I didn't put permit in correctly. Oh, Shadow put it in.
Shadow. Thank you, Shadow.
Oh, scuffed, man. Vickius, thank you.
Season is a mod in your chat. No, I'm not. I'm not a mod. I'm a VIP.
He's a VIP.
He's got enough mods.
I got too many.
He's got enough mods.
I need to clear that out. Hey, Troy, fuck off. I'm playing. I'm
myself.
No, he's a great mod. I got great mods in my chat, man. And two of them are close friends. One of them is a Vicious, and can we just have a round of applause for that man? Oh my god! If you ever have technical issues, Vicious will be your problem solver. Honestly. Yeah. I don't know how many issues I've ran into while I've been streaming that I couldn't solve without a Vicious. Like, straight up. Straight up. I shout him out. I shout him out a lot because, honestly, like, one of my best mods is a Vicious. Yeah. And he's been in my chat for a long time, and I felt like he deserved it.
Yeah. But once again, 1,000 subs. We'll tell the story of how we met because it's a legendary story. Won't lie. Let's see though. Vtubers. What do you think about Vtubers or virtual avatar streamers and YouTubers in general?
My personal opinion is I don't dislike them. I just don't watch them. Because, like I said before, the reason why I like streams with cameras is because it feels personal to the viewer. Like, I feel like the way I stream, I always have my camera on and people can see my reactions to everything. And I guess with a VTuber, you can see the reactions, but it's through a virtual fucking character in there. But it's not them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's why I personally don't watch VTubers. I don't mind them. Like I think Sayo is a VTuber, is he?
No, Sayo's not a VTuber.
Okay, no.
He just doesn't have a cam or mic.
Okay, who is it? There's a VTuber that I know. Sonic Chan. Yeah, he's a VTuber, and I've tuned into his streams every now and then. It's good quality. I just personally am not big on the whole virtual character kind of thing. I prefer a camera to actually see who I'm talking to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I'm similar in the same sense. Like, I like the personability of a camera. Like, nothing against VTubers, and there's a couple big VTubers out there who just, they got it going on, and I say great for them, and I'm happy it's a movement that allows people to, have an avatar up there that represents themselves, but still have a layer of anonymity. Yes, that's the word I'm trying to say. So people don't gawk over who what they look like, because there's quite a few people out there who aren't comfortable with what they look like, or like, if I actually had some shred of pride or ego, I would never show my face on camera. I'm that ugly bitch, man. I got the man boobies.
Let me cut you off there, all right? Let me cut you off there. Let me cut you off right there, okay?
Nah.
You may no. Seriously. Let me cut you off. You may be a big fella, but you have an incredible beard, a friendly face. You have a very friendly face, and you just seem like a fluffy guy, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, you're just the type of like, people click on your channel because they see you and they don't see a dickhead.
Fluffy.
People probably click on my channel and just see a fucking Chad, bro. People probably just see a Chad and they're like, this guy's a fucking dick. He probably has fucking rugby trophies right next to his desk.
Wow. Very Chad of you, bro. Very Chad.
I had to pull that out the other day because I was saying golf is not a real sport because you jump in caddies. There's no physical fitness to it. And that's because the boys were trying to make me jump on a golf game, PGA Tour 2K21, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not playing that shit. And then someone's like, yeah, because you don't know what a sport is. And I was like, bruh, I know what a
I'm
sport
so
is.
happy. I'm so happy you have participation trophies right
I
next to
had
you.
the bit. Nah, these are game of the year, player of the year. Let me just pull this up. I know you
Let's
can't
see,
really
let's see.
see it. You can't see it, but it says player of the year on it. I was very good at rugby when I was a kid. I got put in the Canterbury reps and everything, man. I gave up because everyone got way bigger than me, and I didn't want to break.
Well, I mean,
AKA, I was a little bitch. Um,
I, I don't remember getting any trophies except for when I was like,
they see a
little
dick.
league.
Little league.
Little league. That's about it. Yeah.
I mean, I played rugby for years, like throughout my whole childhood, and then I didn't exactly give up on it because everyone was getting way bigger than me. I was quite a small guy when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
But I switched over to soccer because I wanted to try something new. I even tried out fucking tennis, bro. I got bored of
Wait,
that
wait.
quick.
Hold up. Did you call it soccer and not football? Wait, does New Zealand call it soccer
Oh
or?
yeah, we call it soccer, but then there's those people that are like, it's fucking football. And we're just like, shut the fuck up. It means the same thing.
I don't think I've
Like,
ever heard anyone without an American accent call it soccer except for American.
it's literally the same. Like, what's the fucking big deal?
I
Football,
don't. I mean,
soccer.
I
You
don't.
know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. Is that's just like
people are
whoa.
so anal about that, man. That's like saying people like going, fuck, I love Conor McGregor. I love watching the MMA. It's the UFC, bro. Get it right. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I meant. Like, straight up. Who cares what you call it? As long as you understood what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah. Working hardware just reminds me of the guy who would tell me to get up on lawn with the shotgun. No NATO. I mean, no hardware. Hardware. I'm the guy who's got the wall built up to keep you the fuck out, with a sign that says, trespassers will be shot. Survivors shot twice.
Watch out for the landmines.
Nah, dude, punji sticks. We're going straight Vietnam on this shit, man.
Fuck
Punji sticks
that.
covered with my dog shit on it.
Do you have a dog? Curious.
No, I
You
only have
don't?
a cat.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love dogs. Just I've never been in a space where I could have a dog comfortably.
Favorite type of dog, though?
Oh, definitely a German Shepherd, and then close second is a Husky. So I thought if I ever do get a dog, it's gonna be a German Shepherd Husky mix.
I like the sound of that. I love huskies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted a husky, but they are a lot of work. My favorite dog, though, and the reason being is because I grew up with them. The dog that we have now is a fuck, I forget. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, he's not a boxer, but I had boxers growing up, and they are incredibly loyal dogs. So easy to handle. They don't need much, but like they're just like any other house dog. It's not like a husky or a German Shepherd or fucking he's a border collie. That's what I got now. But he's
Okay.
he's very chill border collie. We had another one that was a border collie mixed with a Hunterway, and we had to send her to a farm. And it's not like you tell the children, yeah, the dog's going to a farm. Like, nah, she actually got sent to a farm because we just with the dog that we have now, he's super chill. We take him on walks and he's happy with that. This other dog, you take it on walks, it would want to walk all fucking day. It had way too much energy. Was digging up the lawn, fucking attacking the cats and that. So we sent her to a farm and apparently she's really happy there. Like, she does all the rounding up sheep and everything and all the stuff that a farm dog should be doing. Apparently she's real happy. So yeah, but my favorite type of dog is a boxer. I love boxers.
Understandable.
They're ugly. They're ugly, cute, kind of like Red.
I was gonna say one of the best dogs that I think out there for like a low or like a chill dog breed, but still gonna protect your family is a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Oh yeah.
Very big dogs who are loyal as all get out, and if they sense any kind of hostility towards their family, they will fight till their own death to protect that family. But otherwise, it's like a dog that it's like, oh, there's kids. my master, my family is okay with this kid, which means I'm okay with this kid. Therefore, this kid can literally pull my tail off and I won't even, snap at them. And I'm like, that's the kind of dog I want to at the same time. It's a very kid-friendly dog, but big.
Yeah, I feel like, see, like, there's a lot of people that are scared of dogs, and I understand that reasoning, and that's because some dogs are vicious because they haven't been trained properly. And the one big problem that we had years ago was with, like, in New Zealand, was pit bulls. Because there was a rapid, like, rising of the number of pit bull attacks and everything, and that's because people were buying pit bulls because, oh, they're such a good looking breed in that, they're so strong, and like, they'll protect your house and everything. And they don't train them properly, and then they become vicious. If pit bulls can be one of the most kindest dogs you could ever have, but that's if they're raised right.
Yeah, so pit bull, like, I don't think it's the training. I think it's the environment. So I've
Yeah,
been
that
around
too.
pit bulls. I mean, my dad is a huge animal lover, so I'm allergic to everything under the sun, but I still love animals regardless of the fact. So, but I've been around pit bulls and I've been around, good and also really vicious dogs. And the vicious dogs have always been in an environment where the owners are complete and total scumbags.
Yeah.
Like, the dog will take on the persona of the person that is, raising them. Which, if it's usually the vicious pit bulls out there are raised by gang members and shit.
Hold up, I've got my door banging again, and how many times do I have to tell the kids I'm doing a podcast? Oh my god.
Oh, what's your opinion on Chihuahuas? Oh man, Chihuahuas. What can I say about Chihuahuas? They're dickholes. They know they're small. They know they suck. They know they're ugly, and they want everybody to know it.
Never mind, it wasn't the kids. It was my dad.
With a plate of food.
With a plate of food, I got steak, a hot dog, some peas and potatoes. I'm gonna save that for after the podcast, though.
Exactly.
So used to the kids coming in, man. I told them, like, look, don't come to my door. I'm streaming. I don't want to deal with these right now. Like, I'm doing a podcast. I don't want to be disturbed. Bang, 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 bang. Uncle. I'm like, bruh, how many times do I have to say? Like, I spend heaps of fucking time with them off stream. I don't know why they have to bother me down. I think it's just because they think it's funny, bro. They think it's funny to ding dong ditch me. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Fuck, I want to kick their asses sometimes, but
Chihuahuas are one of the breeds where you have to treat them. See, so with Chihuahuas, I think they're spoiled, and then they get that kind of spoiled kid kind of attitude, and that's why they're just, it's, once again, it's the product of the raising. Like, you spoil a dog because it's small, that dog's gonna be a little shithole. It's gonna be a dick and a half.
Chihuahuas can be yappy cunts.
Hell yeah, dude. But at the same time, I've met one Chihuahua that I actually liked because her name was Muffin, and one of my friends from high school, she was the sweetest little thing that can be, barely barked, was not a nuisance, just was like, was an actually like awesome dog to be around. And she was a long-haired Chihuahua, and it was like, this is the nicest Chihuahua I've ever met. It's like, yeah, we don't spoil her like everyone else does. It's like freaking the product of their raising, just like kids, just like anything. Cats are the same way, product of raising. The reason why most cats, bite and scratch at you and people think they're evil, it's because, well, their owners spoil the shit out of them. Stop spoiling the shit out of your dogs, cats, animals, and stop treating them also like, like shit. And my cats are some of the nicest cats you'll ever meet. Granted, my male cat Haku, he's pretty fucking dumb, but he is very sweet at the same time.
That's hilarious. Yo, my dog was dumb, bro. My last dog, he was a fucking idiot, but I loved him to pieces. He was just, when we got him from the dog pound, and we found out that his past owner was very abusive. His teeth were all fucked up because of it, and he was scared of people who wore cowboy hats. So I remember my dad put one on one time when he was doing the gardening, and my dog couldn't go near him, and he was whimpering in the corner in that. But he turned out to be a lovely dog. But he was just, I think he was a little brain damaged, so he was dumb as bricks. But he was such a nice dog to me. Yeah.
I mean, animals and dogs, cats, they have the same kind of like level of intellect as humans. Like some dogs are just plain out stupid, just like my cat. I don't know if he's on the spectrum. I don't know. He might be. He walks kind of funny, which makes me think he either has a hip problem or he he actually might have a problem in the brain, but he's also just stupid. Like, yeah, squirt the squirt bottle at him to tell him, say, no more of that. And he's just like, oh, you want me to do it more? Got it. It's like, no, you dumbass. Like, if you hit by the squirt bottle, you'll leave and don't do that thing again that you were just doing.
My old cat loved water. And it was weird because most cats fucking hate them. But you'll be taking a bath or something, that motherfucker comes and jumps in, bro. And he would just start licking it up and everything. Mm-hmm. Literally, when you're done, if you leave the bathroom door open and you're wondering where he is, just go into the bathroom and just open the shower curtain. There's him licking up the water off the bath, like the bottom of the bathtub and that. That was
there are breeds
nasty.
Of cats.
But
there are breeds of cats that are swimmers. Actually,
he was a cool cat. He was a cool cat. He was 3-legged too. He got hit by a car and broke his leg in that, and I was the one who found him, and I was like, something's wrong. So me and my mum took him to the vet. This is years ago, and this was like back when he was a little kid, and unfortunately he's passed away now, but that's okay. Yeah, we took him to the vet, and they were like, yeah, we're just gonna have to put him down. And my mum's just like, why can't you just cut the fucking leg off? And they're like, oh yeah, we didn't think about that. My mum's like, you fucking kidding me? Like, you just amputate that shit. But yeah, he was a cool cat, man. He was a fucking cool cat.
The smallest changes in voice, tone, or actions of the owner, which is amazing. Yeah, ain't that? It is actually amazing, Shock, how animals can do that. Horses do that too. They can always tell the difference, in tonality of your voice.
Horses are intelligent, man.
Oh my god,
they're very intelligent.
If I ever get the land and space that I want, I'm getting horses, dude. Right off.
Oh yeah,
I want a trail horse.
I'd sell my fucking. If I had a car, I'd sell the fucking car just to have a horse, bro. I'd just rock around on that everywhere I go, eh?
Right.
Oh, you want the groceries? Hold on, let's chuck the carriage on the back of him. Fuck. Just put him in a parking lot. Fuck.
Horses, just like most animals, they have a great sense of what's going on around them, which most people don't have nowadays. So it's like. It's one of the reasons why I loved Red Dead Redemption 2, because the horse actually got spooked at the proper things. And it was like, the horse can actually save you from being attacked. And it's like, oh, this is just way too much detail.
You know what was way too much detail, though? When the weather changed and it got cold, the horse's nuts would shrivel up.
And the dick would go inside. Yep.
When I heard about that, I fucking took my horse up to the snowy mountains and went in first person, just went right behind it.
Why do you think I
wanted to know
female horses?
I wanted to know, man. They are a legal vehicle here in New Zealand. Yes, they are. I've actually seen quite a few people just riding their horse down the road. I haven't seen any in a while, but like a couple of years back, I remember seeing one guy just trot through town and shit. It's like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah, and Shock, on to your point, dogs can't only just smell hormonal differences, they can also smell like physiological differences, such as like when your body's going to go into a seizure, or if your diabetes are going down, or your insulin levels. Dogs are, when they're trained, and dogs are really fucking good at picking up just small little things.
They can actually also sense natural disasters and that, like earthquakes.
Most animals can, though.
Yeah,
most animals can be like, if your cat starts, flipping the fuck out and is hiding under the bed when it never actually ever does that, good chance there's a natural disaster of some sort. Just like dogs will start barking and going crazy, horses will start getting restless. Birds will start trying to fly away from the danger.
Yeah.
Mother Nature takes care. The gamer chill zone message deleted by moderator. Oh,
God damn. Was that a
let's buy
follower?
viewers, man. And I was like, is it buy viewers or is it buy follows? Because we know buying follows don't do shit.
Yeah. Hey, I'll buy viewers. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I'm playing. Fuck that.
I'll pad myself even more for buying the viewers. What's the rate?
You
No.
purchase raids in that? You imagine?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, think about Twitch though. Did you hear about their whole new incentive? Having viewers buy features or like feature positions for your channel.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Oh my god,
What's
let's
going on with
go.
that? Fill me in with the
I thought
deets.
this is pretty old news, so I thought you already knew about this, but there is a thing that Twitch is starting to implement where your viewers can buy pretty much promotional tokens for your channel.
Well, like
So
VIP
like
and
it'll
that.
no, like getting your channel featured in the category that you're playing your video game.
Oh. No, I did hear
So
something
you
about
can
that. I don't know too much about it, though. I thought you were meaning like they can buy features like VIP and buy a mod thing. Cause I
no.
thought that was way past TOS.
Oh, that is their best TOS. But what they're trying to do is say like, hey, you like the person you're watching? Hey, why not pay us money to promote or promote the streamer you're watching to go to look a little bit better on the on the board that they're in the game they're playing. And I think it's the most idiotic thing that they're doing.
Hold up, though.
Most idiotic.
We got any rich people in chat?
No, dude. No.
I'm
That's
playing.
money that could go straight to the streamer instead.
Yeah.
Because like that is a huge way to say, hey, give me your money instead of giving it to your streamer. And me being Twitch, like, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Twitch, give me your money, I'll promote your guy. Yeah, well, you're gonna promote me for what, maybe an hour?
Yeah. Well,
And
how much money is it going into that? So like
I don't even
$10
know, dude.
to that's a sub.
I don't. I mean, it's I mean, like, could be anywhere from $5 to $20, depending, I guess. But it is a ridiculous thing. I was talking to another streamer about this, and it's actually he's a streamer that also works at a vape shop. So when I went over there, we usually have long conversations about streaming and how to make business, make a business out of streaming as small streamers. And he showed me this, and I couldn't believe it. And I was just like, you're basically paying to win on Twitch, and if everyone starts doing that, bro, you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure, because now you're not only going to have like all these other small streamers paying money to make themselves look better, so you're not only going to get even driven more down, but also like you're going to like you're setting up a economy that is, hey, this is a pay to win platform, not a be good platform.
Yeah. Well, there's a point that Vicky's just made on the same topic. Streamlabs has just rolled out a function to contribute monthly tips to creators. It's essentially like a Patreon sub or a Twitch sub, but through Streamlabs, and comes straight to me. Unlike Twitch, 100% of the revenue goes to the creators. That's
Now,
interesting.
that's definitely interesting, but I wonder if it's actually 100% revenue. Now, is that
Yeah.
100% revenue, or is that they're going to take 5% off? Or is it, do you have to be their premium plus? Because I know they have a subscription service on Streamlabs as well. You want to use their merch line, you have to pay for the subscription service of Streamlabs. So I wonder if that's going off of, because then they're not making any money off of that. And even Stream Elements has their own tipping service that's basically PayPal but better, because they take a lower percentage, and also they have refund protection. So if someone gives you a $5,000 donation, waits a month, and you go and spend that $5,000 because you're like, oh yeah, I needed this $5,000 to do pay bills or do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. But then that person comes back and says, I was just joking, that was something for a clip, and then
Yeah.
refunds. PayPal has no coverage for that. the Stream Elements does though, and that's why I signed up for SE Pay.
There's some scummy people
Stream
out there that
Elements
do that type of
sponsor me,
shit.
god damn it.
There's some scummy people out there that do that type of shit too.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just to fuck some people over. Yeah, here's this money, go spend it. Wait a minute. I want that back. Now you got to take out of your own fucking pocket to pay them back, and
Yeah. So I mean, so I wonder if it is because Streamlabs is still a company who is still profit based, offering a free service. You know, they got to be taking their cut somewhere, and it can't be. They can't do that with 100% revenue to go straight to the creator.
Yeah, it's a pretty nutty thing, eh? Street. I like the fact that they've got the whole merch thing. How's that going for you? Because you're promoting that now, aren't you?
I have lost your audio almost completely there. I heard merch, and that was the only word I heard.
I was saying I like what they've done with the merch lines and everything on Stream. Is it Stream Elements or Streamlabs?
Yeah, Stream Elements.
Okay, yeah, I like.
Actually,
how's that going for you so far? Because I noticed you got a shirt from it, like.
So I ordered 2 shirts. I ordered a ladies t-shirt or a female t-shirt or however you want to say it. A male t-shirt, a 2 sweatshirts, one just regular pullover hoodie and a zip hoodie that I'm still waiting to come in. And then also a sticker, because why not? So the sticker came out really nice. It was it came out really good actually. Quality of the shirts are, you know, they're good, not great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like they're not terrible. Like the material feels good. The logo is printed on cleanly. I'm gonna give it a couple of washes before I do some hard selling on my merch to see how the washing affects the material and all that, and also the logo.
Yeah, but especially the print of it, because I mean that shit can come off like nothing else after a few washes. It also depends on the way you wash it. Some people wash their clothes without caring about what it's gonna come out like. You got to make sure you got the right powder for it, the right wash. So you're doing like a daily wash or a fast wash, or really depends on what you're doing with it. So
yeah, so but otherwise their products, like I said, not great, but not bad in terms of quality. The reason why I chose Stream Elements over any other merch is, one, it's easily integrated into my OBS, so like I can have alerts pop up when someone buys anything, or you know just random things that pop up there. They make it very streamlined if you have Stream Elements. But the other thing is their profit margin, dude. I can sell you a t-shirt for $25 and get a $11 profit off of it. Whereas other companies, their profit on a $25 t-shirt is like maybe $3. And that's why you see a lot of streamers using insane. Designed by Humans and all the others. Their t-shirts are $40+ USD. So it's not, the profit margin is so big that it makes it where I can keep my cost to everyone else lower than everybody else and still receive a nice profit off of it. So it's a win-win situation when it comes from a business perspective. Who made my cap? This was actually a personally made cap that I did through Lids, which is a hat store over here. This hat cost me, see, it was $25 for the hat and then another $35. So this hat cost me pretty much $60 to make.
That's pretty
not
insane.
A great.
Although if you look at the hat that I'm wearing, this is a labeled hat, Adidas, and I think I got this for like $40. So I mean, like,
true.
Labeled stuff is way more expensive than anything else, especially if you're putting your own.
Oh yeah.
Your own.
Well, you also got like, is that an embroidered logo on there, or is it just like a slap on
it's embroidered. Like, this is.
That's embroidered.
You could.
So like, there's actual individual threads.
Yeah, if I put it there like that, you can see how it sticks out. This top.
Okay,
part. Yeah.
All right, and is that the same for the actual logo on the actual cap part?
Yeah,
okay. See, now that is awesome.
It's really
that makes that hat actually worth it, because there's other ones that are not embroidered. It's that, the same thing as like what you do with the t-shirt print, that not exactly great, because all of a sudden now you just have, um, you know, now you have a hat that will probably end up peeling or losing or fading. And that's the only reason why I was like $60 for this thing. It's all embroidered. This thing has been with me for 6 years. I've had this hat for 6 years. So,
Damn, that's pretty good. The color of it's fucking good. I'll show you guys something real quick. I got it just over here. Let me grab it.
I have a shirt I like, which was a mix between dark green, black color palette, so I can see myself buying a shirt in the future. Yo, Shock, honestly, I'll have to wear my shirt. I just washed it, so I'll have to wear it again. But when when my girl tried on her shirt, and she was like, "I'm so happy I bought in the black because it's a dark emerald green with the black and with that white accent. Just it's my actual like stream colors."
It looks nice.
She was in love with it. She was like, "I am so happy with it." I'm like, "That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that you're happy with it, because that means my girl doesn't really care too much about my streaming. Like, she's never in it, but what do you got there?
This is what I want to show. Yeah.
What's that? Is that a pot leaf on there as well?
No, it's a fan. But look how brown this is. This was the same color, and look how brown it is. And I've owned this for 2 years, and I stopped wearing it a year ago. So I wore this for a year, and I used to do a lot of woodwork, and this got really brown, so I bought this, and I've done a lot of woodwork in this too. And the color has not faded in this because this is good quality. This was cheap. Good quality, cheap. And look at the color of the... I've washed it. I've washed this too. This came out solid black. This came out brown. Same style of wash. Everything. This is what I mean. You pay for quality.
Yeah.
And I would probably never wear this hat again. I keep it because I got it on a course that I did. And it is a good hat. It's comfortable and everything, but it just turned to shit quick. Because it was just cheaply made.
Yeah, that's why I chose the hat I got too, because it's like I needed a hat that can fit my big ass head, because I have a huge head. There's no way around it. The one size fit all hats, they're actually one size fits most, because the snapbacks, they don't fit my head. I literally have to somehow shrink my skull if I want to ever get into a snapback hat. And that's just not going to happen. So I got this, and then I was like, you know what, I'll just get the most quality one, and it's kept its color pretty well. The threading material that they put on there, it's still pretty true to color. It's a darker gray. So, yeah, dude, freaking quality is great, and that's why I'm keeping my merch pretty low on, on the store, on my merch store, just because it's not great stuff. It's good stuff that will probably last you about a year, maybe two, with proper care. But it doesn't feel like quality stuff that will be like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this for the next 5 years if I can, stay fit enough to stay in them.
Yeah. Gotta keep the same weight and everything, eh? You grow out of it, get too skinny, it looks too baggy, and stuff like that. Yeah. I wanna get my own merch line at some point, and I think one of my goals for the future is to start my own clothing brand. But I mean that's way in the future. That's not happening tomorrow. But I mean,
I would love to see that.
Yeah, like I've got some really cool designs planned out in my head. I haven't made them yet, but I got some really cool designs that I want to do. But I don't want to do everything whole stream related. I'll probably start a completely different brand when I actually go to do that. It's gonna take a lot of growth on Twitch and my other social platforms and everything before I'll be able to try to start something like that. It's not something I could try locally to build up really big, because then you need a lot of money to start that out with and everything.
Hey man, let's get some profit being made on the Uncultured Gold YouTube, and we can launch a merchant line right there. The captain's merchant line.
That would be cool, man. That would be cool.
That'd be freaking dope.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I would definitely wear a sweatshirt that says Uncultured on it. Uncultured gold. Fuck yeah.
I feel like our merch line could probably bring some questions from people like, where'd you get that? Like, what the fuck is that? Maybe like,
Well,
you,
that
you know
and
what I
that's
mean?
the way to do it. You know, make it so. Like I said, I'm a businessman first. You know, so my whole thing is like the reason why we officially put out a YouTube channel and all that is because I want to start making an actual brand. I want to make a brand where we can branch off. You know, we can start hitting up the merch. You know, we get merch going, bam. You know, that's another avenue for profit. And we can just keep going through all of this. And, you know, if we can make this a community that is so big that, you know, people are ordering our merch, they're watching our YouTube videos, they're watching our streams, they're watching, you know, they're, you know, I want to put as much as I can into it to make the community feel like, hey, they actually kind of give a shit about us and they actually want to make sure that, you know, we
Yeah.
have, you know, kind of like a good mythical morning, you
Good
know, that
mythical
YouTube
morning.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking like like why not, dude? Like I want to turn this into a community that is best for those who are running it and putting time and effort into it, but also, you know, great for the community members who are, you know, putting the time and effort into actually being there for us. So it's like, you know, the better we succeed, the better stuff that we can get put out to them. You know, it's a business model that, you know, be good to the people who support you, and hell, you know, support will come in.
Honestly, this could go anywhere. We could do a lot with what we've got. I mean, the possibilities are endless at this point.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I've already tried to plan out my future on Twitch, but it's unplannable at that. To
No,
be
yeah.
honest, you just kind of got to see where it goes. I mean, you can put things in line like, oh yeah, by this year I want to be doing this. By this time I want to be doing that. But it all comes with growth, and there's no saying how or how well it'll all turn out. But like I said, time will tell.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good, man.
that's why when we talked about it last week, it's just like I don't really have any plans. Everything is on the loosey goosey for me right now. I'm trying to see where life is going to take me and go from there. You know, like maybe my stream just completely dies in the next 3 months, or maybe it takes off. You know, I have no clue. You know, it could be something phenomenal or something so tragic that, you know, I just become another statistic.
Yeah. Never know, man. You never know. Yo, Hardware, thank you for the lurk. I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh well. Oh, that's right. Yeah, my only plan right now is to set up a Fiverr page. I want to get my graphic design going. Something that I've always wanted to
Hell
do.
yeah, dude.
Um, and the more and more I do it, the better I'll get. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that could be a revenue avenue that I could take. I
Oh yeah.
mean, it's a lot of things, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
there's a lot of things you can.
can we real quick talk? You mentioned earlier today to me about someone having their name changed
Oh, talking about
because of
branding, bro.
yeah,
Oh,
Squid
so
Game.
you know the yeah, so you know about the hit TV show on Netflix, Squid Games, right?
Never tell me about it.
Well, it's a violent TV show about, you know, adults playing for money, playing kids games that are, you know, deadly. That being said, so there's this. I just read an article today about a Twitch streamer and, you know, social media you know, creator, and her name for the past 11 years has been Squid Game. You know, and ever since the show came out on Netflix, you know, Squid Games, she's already has the Twitter handle Squid Game because, you know, that was hers 11 fucking years ago. And now all of a sudden she's getting hit hard by how, you know, oh, you're not actual Squid Games. You're just some stupid Twitch thought. And it's like, are you serious? She's getting so much hate, where to the point she needs to do a full rebranding of herself because some other show, some other media facet decided that, oh, well, this is the name of our thing, so we're just kind of essentially taking it over.
Yeah.
And Vicky, that's what I
Just
was
so
thinking. It's like,
Netflix. Yeah.
I I'm not a sue happy American like most Americans are, but at this point, I'm like, sue them hard for everything and all the punitive damages, and get a settlement where you'll change your name, but you get paid money because
Oh yeah.
like she's getting bullied, she's getting hate mails to the point where she actually had to disable her notifications on her social medias because all she gets from her social media now is hate for people, saying, "Oh, you're not Squid Games, the TV show. Get out of here, be gone, thought." And it's like, are you serious? This is what people are doing?
It's pretty fucked up.
Like,
It's
I'm
pretty fucked up. I so
uh,
I thought Squid Game was originally an anime. I could be wrong on that. I heard that somewhere. I don't know how correct I am in saying that. But
I can look that up. Give me a sec.
yeah, that is what I heard. Yeah. So I mean, if it was an anime that came out years before she made her account, or like a maybe not an anime but a manga or something like that. If it was something like that that came out before her, like she made her Twitch, if she tries to go and sue, she's kind of fucked because it was already a thing before she was. But if she made that 11 years ago and a Squid Game manga, or even if a manga does exist for it and that came out 5 years ago, she could win that battle. I mean, I there's no manga or anime. Okay, so then it's a completely new thing. She wins that, right? But then again,
I mean, technically, yeah.
do you have to look at the fact that does she have to trademark the name before they can use it? Because technically, could someone come onto Twitch, right, and literally have, oh yeah, I want to use the name XenosAce, but I'm gonna do it with an underscore in between the Xenos and
So,
the Ace.
so that's a thing where you could potentially lose that lawsuit just because, like, it's not exactly, um, it's not exactly your name.
Mm.
Therefore, it's okay. But oh shit, Squid Game is actually called Squid Game on Netflix. So it's like, huh?
Go for ruining brand and causing emotional damage, yeah, especially if people are messaging her, calling her a Twitch thought and all this type of bullshit, like straight up just abusing her. She could definitely go for that. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand the show wanting to have its own personal ads and everything, but there's ways around it. They could have just reached out, but then people are, yeah. I don't know. I don't know the behind the scenes stuff that's going on. I only just heard about this today.
Yeah, there's no source material on it.
Yeah.
Freaking yeah, there's no source material for Squid Game. They literally, it's an original concept. Original concept is essentially, other than survival based drama.
Mm.
Dude.
I mean, it's all coincidence. It's not like the creators seen her name was like, that's a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
it's all coincidence
I
at
would
the end of the day.
definitely do some kind of class action lawsuit. Though I don't know how that works because she's a British streamer who lives in the EU, and I think Netflix is technically an American company, so I don't know how the laws translate there, but I'm pretty certain that I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm not a sue happy American, but I would totally rebrand if they paid me enough. Like
Yeah.
like otherwise you're pretty much getting free promotion, but at the same time you're being suppressed by a Netflix show.
How big is she on Twitch?
Something like 40 plus thousand followers.
Okay, so yeah, that's a big change. If she has to change her
Yeah,
name, that's a huge change.
yeah,
That's not
that's a
like
huge rebranding. That's not okay in my opinion.
it's not like she's our size and has to change. Because I mean, if that shit happened to me, I'd be like, okay, yeah, fuck it. I guess I have to rebrand.
Yeah, so as of right now, she's got 44.1 thousand followers.
Yeah, that's a
So
that's a lot. That's a lot.
yeah, and she's just she's a British streamer who just she streams on average 3.5 hours a day. Yeah, she I would definitely say sue for punitive damages and emotional you know Well, I mean, yeah, class action. I'm not a lawyer, so class action. So I think that would technically be, if this is because of business, it's probably a civil suit, some sort.
Isn't it something that well, was the creators should have like before they copyright something or anything, they need to go through lawyers and all that to sort all of that out. What they should have done, and I think that's what anyone does, even when I made my Twitch account or if I've made something like I was going to make a comic series called Stony Mountain, I looked up to see if there is anything that is remotely similar on any platform that has that name. They
Yeah,
they should have done that. And then they could have been like, okay, this person's got this. We're going to have to change this slightly before we start recording or something. Because they obviously had it all written out and planned before they did anything.
yeah, no, I mean that'd be the right thing to do, but this is Netflix we're talking. They're a huge, global organization that has money to spend and money to throw around. They have weight behind them, so
Yeah.
my whole thing is they content creators like us and dare I say the big this is more for the big streamers, not so much for us little streamers, but you know they need to start protecting our rights as content creators, as media, and not just like streaming.
Yeah, yeah.
We need to be considered the same as Netflix, because we're still an entertainment media, not not just a oh, you're just a streamer, therefore you're nothing. No, we're freaking entertainers, so we should be treated as such, and therefore our rights should be there. Because I think even if you have a YouTube or something, you've got some copyright protections just also off of having a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You know?
There's got to be, like, among the terms and conditions of creating your account, creating a username and everything, there's got to be
Yeah.
something that protects you from this type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little bit different on Twitter in that, because you can just make a handle and then, yeah, you're online. Like, but when you're actually creating content like we are, I think that's where some changes come into line. How you doing, Adster? Isn't class action where there is a lot of victim parties?
Yeah, there's a lot of victims of the parties. That I said class action. I'm just stupid when it comes to law. I
Yeah, I
know
don't
a
know.
decent amount about law, but more on the business side and more on the firearm side, not so much in actually suing someone.
I don't know shit.
I know how to cover my ass in a contract, but I don't know how to sue someone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think suing is a thing in New Zealand. Honestly don't think that is a thing that we have over here.
I'm old school, man. I'll just punch you in the face if I don't like you.
Yo, bah.
And then I get sued and I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, we just get assault charges here.
Oh, I mean,
That's it.
that's the beautiful thing about America. You can get assault charges, but you can also get sued for, physical and mental trauma.
I was abusing him
this
and
guy
he punched. I was abusing him. He punched me. Then my cat died. Fuck.
The reason why my cat
Just
died is because I just had such a mental break that I couldn't even deal with it, and therefore I just, oh my god. Woo!
Punch me, Dad. Oh shit.
Hey, as long as I have consent.
Yeah.
Consent is everything.
I remember my mate. He bought these UFC gloves, and he wanted to know what it felt like to be punched with one, like a full-on punch. And I'm like, okay, why do you want to know that? And he goes, here, just chuck them on. I'm like, you want me to punch you? He's like, yup. He's like, I want you to full-on just fucking jab me in the fucking face. And I'm just like, what? Like, are you fucking kidding me? And so he's like standing there, he's like this, he's like, come on, just do it. I'm like, bro, these aren't boxing gloves. These are like, yeah, they're padded, but these will fucking break your jaw if I full on punch you. And he goes, just do it.
They're 4-ounce baby gloves.
And I just fucking gave him a hook, and like I had to stand him right next to his bed, bro, because I was like, I don't know how strong I am. I don't get into fights, but I know I'm not weak. So if I punch you, and you're just allowing it, standing still like this, you're gonna get rocked, possibly knocked out. There is a chance. And he goes, just fucking do it already. So I stood him next to his bed, gave him a hook, and he was for like a minute, and then he woke up and he goes, fuck me. So I had the biggest headache for like an hour. Like, bro,
Yeah.
you know.
Yo, the UFC gloves, they're nothing to joke around about.
Oh yeah.
So, interesting story. I had a bully. I had lots of bullies, but I had one bully who was getting particularly violent with me back in high school. And we both had UFC gloves because I wore mine for football because they were considered legal and they protected my knuckles from punching the ever living shit out of someone's mask. And this is American football, not like football.
Football.
We're talking about American football. So, but yeah, freaking. So I decided to one day stand up to him and be like, "Hey, dude, let's fight after." And he's like, "Oh, you want to fight?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Make sure you bring your gloves. I'll wear mine too." I'm like, "Okay, this is weird. This is okay. I'll go with that." So we freaking duked it out, homie. I had no clue. Like, this guy was actually training in MMA. It didn't click in my head. The reason why he's got freaking, UFC gloves and a mouth guard with him every day at school is because he was going to MMA classes after school. No freaking clue. I won't lie. I got my lights knocked out of me. But dude, I tell you what, like freaking the biggest knot in my head from taking a hit. It was like right here. And those things only protect you from cuts. They don't protect you from that blunt, just raw, physical trauma. That dude.
Oh yeah, they're.
It was.
Yeah, people look at them and they're like, oh yeah, they're gloves. They're padded, kind of like a boxing. I think everyone's been like tested out boxing gloves and been punched by one before. They can hurt.
Nice.
They stop the cuts. They stop a lot of the blunt trauma. But those UFC gloves, they're padded on the top. They're padded on the top, and they got a little thing around the knuckle there to kind of stop you from breaking your knuckles. Then you have your hand wraps as well, just as extra protection. You don't get punched by the top part. You don't get punched by that top part. You get punched by the proper fucking knuckle with a little bit of padding, and they're like, it's like that thick, and it is tough as fucking nails, bro.
It's also not it's a dense foam. It's not even like a soft foam. It's a dense foam. So it still smacks. Fun.
If there is any fighting sport that you should not get into, it is the UFC. It is mixed martial arts. Do not go near it. Boxing, yeah. Like, you can get knocked out by boxing, but like, yeah, it's all punches. There's a lot of rules around it. If you get into cage fighting, man, the only rule is that you cannot bite, headbutt, or hit in the nuts. Anything else goes.
Or hit in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Or hit in the back of the head.
Yeah, anything else goes.
Otherwise, yeah. Freaking so many broken arms. I love UFC fights, though, man. They are brutal, savage, and just like... It's the Coliseum with gladiators all over again,
yeah.
Man. It's like... except for no swords...
and no murders. Well, there has been deaths, but
yeah, there has been deaths, but also they do have a lot more rules than boxing. They do have a lot more rules than boxing. Like if someone's bleeding too much, they stop the fight. If someone is knocked out, they don't give them a count. They say you're knocked out, you're done.
Yeah.
So like, I would say just get into MMA just for personal protection, man. Because like,
Yeah, don't play to compete. Unless you're really fucking good, don't play to compete. Just do it as like a fitness regime and like a self-defense kind of thing.
wait, Atsta's got a drag persona. What's the name, Atsta? Let us know. I want to know. I want to know. Freaking Atsta as drag as a guest on our podcast. Hell the fuck yeah, dude. I'm down.
That's funny. I don't know when our guest episodes start. I think we're gonna try and get one guest episode in before the end of the year. An abortion. Oh my lord. It's a bit scandalous. It is a bit scandalous, yeah.
That is so provocative.
Oh my lord.
Not in the visual way.
There'll be a lot of people that get pissed off by that. I can guarantee it.
Hey, you're only pissing off the right wing people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I may be a Christian man, but shit, I don't care.
Goddamn.
My religion does not affect your politics. Fuck.
That's how religion should be. They shouldn't fall in... Politics and religion should not fall into the same category. It should be completely apart.
Now tell that to my freaking Christian friends, so I don't hang out with them. I support gay people. The fuck you mean? I support gay people.
Honestly, I got no problem with Christians. I don't have any problem with anyone religious. Just don't bring that shit my way.
With Christians.
Honestly,
I have a huge problem with Christians.
I don't agree with everything, but as long as I don't bring it my way, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to be converted. That's, you know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna believe in anything, it'll be on my own terms. I will decide myself.
Don't worry, Sugar. I can.
Oh, you can convert me. You can convert me into your own personal sex toy, buddy.
No.
I'll be your fleshlight. I'll be the fleshlight of your life.
I'll just turn Catholic and turn you into my altar boy.
Ooh. I like the sound of that. Oh man.
Oh, we're so done.
we're on the line right now.
I don't know if we crossed it or not, but
we might have.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you might not have a problem with Christians. I have a huge fucking problem with Christians. They annoy the ever living piss out of me. It's always funny because like whenever I get into an argument with a Christian, they think I don't know anything about the Bible because they're like, oh, you support gay rights, oh, you support choice,
choice, yeah, just choice in general.
You approve of choices? It's like, yeah, because I'm not trying to freaking convert the masses if that's not what they want to do. Now, if they want to learn about Christianity, I'll have a sit down and talk with them about it. They don't want to? Shoot, dude. I am a human being, and I see everyone else as human beings, and therefore, you want your choice to do whatever the fuck you want to do, go for it. Like, as long as it doesn't hurt other people's freaking, individual rights as humans, I could care less what you do. You know, just there's some lines that I will draw. Pedophilia being one of them.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
That's never okay, and that's not even a religious thing. That is just a me as a human thing. Freaking. Yeah.
See, my mom was a Jehovah's Witness for God knows how many years. She did the door knocking and everything, but like she always made it a point that if she goes door knocking, it's just to ask if they're interested. If they're not, she leaves immediately. She doesn't stay and try and persuade them into it or nothing like that. She still believes in God. She still believes in Jehovah and all of that type of thing. But she doesn't practice it anymore ever since they told my mom that she should disown my brother because he's a homosexual.
Oh, yeah.
And she's just like, nah. Like, I will risk... She's like, I will risk my own soul to get into Armageddon or the New World or whatnot for my child. If he is gay and that is his choice, well, it's not even his choice. It's just who he is. Like, I mean, if that is him, that is him. He can't change that. So why the fuck would I disown someone who has no control over it? If the new world comes about and everyone's perfect and straight, apparently, because apparently that's what's considered as perfect to Christians, then if he gets...
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if he gets put into the new world, then he will be straight. What's the problem? Where's the issue?
It's Christians, not Christianity. Let's put it that way. Christianity, the Bible says, love everyone. That's why my whole channel is all about spreading that love and peace. Love and peace, y'all. God freaking knew it was a freaking thing in the Bible, but Christians can't fucking process that shit for nothing, man. You know, but Shock, I did. You did send me a thing about your religion. I remember that. But that's also religion, though, for you. Asking that of a mother. That is what religions do. Freaking Christianity, Catholicism, even Islam. They all have done that.
Actually, it wasn't the fact that he was a homosexual.
Sorry, Chuck.
It actually wasn't the fact that he was a homosexual that they wanted my mum to disown him. It was the fact that he was a practicing homosexual. If you're a homosexual Jehovah's Witness, that means you do not practice any of your sexual desires. You cannot date another man or another woman, depending on who you are. And you cannot have sex with another person out of wedlock. And even if you are married to a man, like as a gay man, if you are married to a man, you are not allowed to have sex with them. You are not allowed to be married to them because they are the same gender as you. And why the fuck does that even matter? We're overpopulated anyway. Who cares? People are like, it was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Who gives a fuck if Adam wants Steve? Let him have him. You got too many little shits running around already. Straight up.
And honestly, one of the things that my religious friends and family hate it when I say this. I know more homosexual people who actually seem more Christian-like than Christian people.
Yeah.
Because, they're accepting and open and, just loving to anyone and everyone. They're just like, I don't care who you are. As long as you're a good person, don't matter to me. And it's like, my Christian friends over there, can you guys do that? Oh, no. Therefore, you are a worse Christian than these people who hate Christians because y'all some bigots and just hate.
Yeah.
Just,
follow my way of living or you go to hell. Do you know what I love the most about Christianity is this term right here. God loves everyone. But what happens to the people who don't believe or love God? They go to hell. They burn in hell. Like, where is the love there then?
Every religion.
Where's the love there? I don't understand that.
That's every religion. That comes down to every religion. Every religion has their version of hell and heaven, and Jehovah's Witnesses have that, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I believe in a heaven and a hell, but I honestly don't know. I don't feel like half the people who believe in God are actually going to heaven. It's not like what Shock just said right there. Who gives you the right to judge? And no one does, and that's why I think Christians have a hard time with it. It's like they think they have the right to judge people.
Well, that's because they live in God's image. They live in God's image and everything like that. But you're not.
If they really,
you're not a prophet. What did God ask you to be a prophet for him? Are you one of Jesus' disciples who have been asked formally by God and Jesus to go send out His word? Like, no, you are not. You are just someone who believes in it.
Yeah. Then, the apostles, not told to judge people. They were not told. Yeah. There's nothing in the Bible that says you as a Christian need to judge people on their actions. No, that is nowhere near true.
That is up to God Himself.
It is your job as a Christian to love every single person. That is the straight skinny. That is the straight skinny of it.
Yeah.
Change my mind, Christians. Come and change my mind.
I personally don't believe in it in anything like that. I like to say that I believe in like evolution and science and everything, but I honestly don't know what I fucking believe in. I think I believe in the fact that everyone evolved from something because there's always a scientific.
Micro or macro evolution?
There's a thing, I don't know too much about it, but I feel like that sounds more right to me than there's a man in the sky who clicked his fingers and everything became what it is today. Like
That's
I
the Big
find
Bang
that,
Theory right there for you.
well, I guess so, yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, like
So
everything's so hard for me to believe, and I don't really care for any of it. It doesn't change my life at all, depending on what I
oh, see,
believe.
like,
I just live. You know what I mean?
mhm. And I totally understand and respect that. I mean, like I said, half the people who aren't religious are some of my favorite people because they are more religious or they follow more of the rules of religion than they realize. It's like, don't be a dick, love everyone as best as you can. You know that, like, the good people out there, they either following the religion or not. You know, those are the good people out there. Those are the
Yeah.
people I like to associate with. You know, and that's the reason why I don't associate with most Christians, because they can't get the basic principle of don't be a dick and love everyone. So, like, you know, for me, I'm also a very scientific minded person. And Christians also hate that. I am like the most hated Christian out there by Christians. It is the most ridiculous thing because instead of being like, oh, the Bible told me so, therefore it's true, and you just totally screw and twist the Bible's words up to make your own meaning, like the church has done so many years. You know, I also stand on science, which if you are a Christian, you believe God created science, so therefore science is perfect. You know, so when people say, "Oh yeah, I believe in evolution," it's like, well, I always ask the first question: micro or macro, because there is a difference. And also, like, are you a believer of the Big Bang Theory? Because if you are, that is essentially the same thing as, you know, God snapping a finger saying creation. You know,
Mm.
it's just it's a different thing, yes, but there is a lot of science that is, you know, sound with religion, especially Christianity. Islam not as much, from what I read in the Quran, but then again, they don't touch on sciences too much in the Quran. So they're, you know, and I am nowhere near a chaplain of Islam, so I can't tell you too much on that. But like, you know, there's a lot of science that follows, you know, religion, you know, religious beliefs, and you know,
Yeah, like I said, I don't know too much about all the shit in evolution and that. I see. This is the thing that makes me believe that evolution is real, and I don't know if it's what is it, micro or macro? Did you say it was? What was
so microevolution is like Darwin's Darwin's evolutional theory about the finches changing their beaks to you know, to address their feeding habits. You know, the blunt beaks to be able to pick up you know, fruit off the ground or seeds off the ground, sharp beaks to, you know, get into tight places or break the bark off of trees to, you know, do that. Also the changing of fur or feather or color essentially to adapt to your natural environment. That's all microevolution. Macroevolution would be, you know, your ancestors, you know, 100,000 years ago were actually apes.
yeah.
So
I don't know if I believe in that fully. I bel See, the thing is, I think I'm correct in saying this, but everyone on the planet was originated somewhere in Africa, right? And
I, it's either Africa or Middle East. It's basically
yeah,
the Garden of Eden
yeah,
story from the Bible.
yes,
So the Fertile Crescent, which, let me double check this because geography has never been my thing.
yeah. So, well, anyway, we all originated from somewhere, and then we went around the globe and everything. And then I think the reason that makes me believe in evolution is because if you look at African people, they have evolved to their environment. It is a very hot and like just a deserty place on the planet. So the melanoma has no, is it melanoma has gone into their skin, has made them a lot darker. And then you look at people in like England or Sweden or something, it's a very cold and cloudy climate in that, and they're very pale people. They have just
Mhm.
adapted to their climate. I mean, you look at Samoan people and Maori people. Like, I mean, I'm a white person living in New Zealand, but the Maori people who are indigenous to this land that I live on, they're not dark skinned people. They're more brown, but they're not like
Yeah.
tan. It's a very distinct color, and that's because they've adapted to the climate of this area. They've evolved. Their bodies have evolved to the climate, and that's what makes me believe in evolution in a way. I don't know all the science behind it though. I don't claim
So
to know anything.
I've actually had quite a few conversations about this. So I just want to address the comments real quick. God/Jesus depicted as white.
Yeah.
That's completely and utterly false. He was born in Jerusalem, Middle East. He's gonna be more of a tan, darkened complexion.
The reason why, and that
Started your own church. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I thought about doing that myself after I got pretty much excommunicated from my last church because I stood up for a lesbian and I was kind of pissed off. So
yeah, fair enough. The whole thing about Jesus being depicted as a white man is because all the illustrations are done by a white Catholic church. They didn't put that into account, and I don't know if there's any like racial things going on behind the scenes.
I believe there is some racial context to it because the Catholic Church back in the day, very racially and religiously charged in their stuff. I mean, can we remember, slaughtering of masses of people just because they wouldn't follow the Christian religion?
Isn't that the Crusades?
When I say Christian religion, yeah, the Crusades, like that was basically done by the Catholic Church saying, oh, you're not gonna, and people say Christian Catholic like they're irreversible, but they're two sides of the same coin. They're really not. But it's because they wouldn't conform to that. They were basically a religious Hitler in my sense. Like I hated it for it. It's like
pretty much.
Yeah, why can't you just let people do what they want to do? Like this is not what Jesus and God wanted. But when it comes down to what you were talking about with like the skin complexion and all that, it's very environmental based, and that's why I say it's called micro. It's very micro evolution right there. Like, I notice it when I switched from working days to nights. When I was working construction and warehouse jobs, bro. You should have seen me back in the day when I was working daytime. You'd be like, yo, this guy is straight up freaking Mexican or Hawaiian, whatever. My Mexican and Hawaiian side came out when I had this such dark complexion. And I'm even giving it back some right now. But when I was working nights and I never saw a lick of day, dude, I was pale. Like I was so white, but I never saw the sun.
Yeah.
So my body just adapted to saying, hey, we need to get the vitamin D from the moon, and therefore we have to like lighten you up, son, because you're not getting anything from the actual sun. Whereas, you're getting all that light from the sun during the daytime, your skin's going to be like, okay, a little too much, need to protect you because there is such a thing as a vitamin D overdose that is lethal.
Yeah.
But your body has that natural way of protecting. I noticed, it's just something that you notice when environmental things happen, such as that. Like you live, say in the desert, Africa, places where the sun is beating down on you almost 100% of the time. Yeah, you're gonna have a darker complexion, and that's why this whole race thing I don't understand. It's like just because their skin's a different color, you're gonna say that they're any more or less of a human being. Get the fuck out of here.
It's literally just their
it's
ancestors. They've evolved. They've evolved to their environment over the years. I mean, like if I moved to Africa today, and I live there until I'm 90, I'm not gonna look African. I will look tan. But that's like the people that are very dark skinned in Africa. That has just been generations and generations of them evolving to their environment.
Yeah, and that's gonna happen with when you have generations of kids as you live in so it doesn't even have to be Africa specific. It could be Africa, India, freaking anywhere in the Middle East or anywhere also South America, like Brazil.
Yeah,
like generational like that's why I say microevolution is a fact. And just because it has the word evolution in there, Christians are scared of it. But it's like, it's a true thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, but yeah, at the same time, it's like that's why I hate this. Is why I hate religious people. I don't hate religion. I hate religious people because religious people are just like politicians. They go for power, and if they can get their power by wooing the masses, they'll do it that way. So fucked up.
This has been one of the biggest tangents. I like that though. I like that conversation.
Oh, yeah.
We had something else planned for this podcast, but we are 2 hours in, so I think we should.
Are we?
We are. I think we saved that for next
we'll
week.
save it for next week. Yeah, we'll start it. We'll start off the podcast with that next week.
Yeah, I can look a little bit more into the shit that happened on Labor Day weekend. Yeah, crazy. Eight people, man. 8 people in one weekend, and that happened last year as well. And I don't know if you do this. I think this is a New Zealand thing, but Labor Day weekend.
Oh, we have a Labor Day weekend.
Oh, you did too?
Ours was in September. I don't know because I've always worked those holidays. I've never had a Veterans, Presidents, Labor Day, and no kind of weekend, no 3-day weekends for me. I've always been straight up just working through every single damn thing, every holiday.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll talk about that in motor vehicle safety because
especially
I have some hot takes on that shit as a biker myself.
I bet you do. I bet you fucking do.
I can go on an hour about that, dude.
I look forward to it. So next week we will be live on XenosAce's channel. We switch over every week. So the first episode was on his. Every second episode will be on my channel live at 5 p.m. NZST, 9 p.m. PST, depending if we have technical difficulties like we did today. We had to start it a little bit late, but that is okay.
Any technical difficulties next week?
Next week there will be no fuck ups, no scuffs. We'll be fine.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Touch wood. Touch wood. Let's not jinx it. But yeah, we're gonna continue on to our usual live streams. We will be live right after the podcast ends. Just give us a 5 to 10 minute break to go take a pee and get a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. The episode will be live on YouTube within the next few days, I believe. We'll figure that out. But yeah, anyone got any more thoughts on the topics at hand?
And if not, I'm just gonna remember everybody, our stream handles are BigSugah. Well, actually, you're over here. BigSugah and XenosAce. You can find that by typing in www.twitch.tv/either XenosAce or BigSugah Live. BigSugah Live. I keep forgetting that's BigSugah Live, not BigSugah.
Finally, I could get that handle. This is a Squid Game all over again.
Right. All right, y'all. You guys are absolutely freaking amazing.
Yes.
Yo, Shadow coming in with the podcast and the Discord.
Yeah, if you guys, if there's anyone new in chat who is not in the Discord, be sure to join. It is just a community server. Unfortunately, we lost a member today. Not to death. He just decided to ditch.
No, we lost the captain.
We lost the captain. A captain, that's right. Yeah, Hector, if you're watching this, good luck to you, man. All the best.
Love you, Hector.
We gotta miss you, man, but I know you're still gonna be around, so
Hell yeah.
should be all good. I hope his venture into his own Discord and his own community and that grows very well. I've been there, merged over here, and it's been great. Who knows? I might go back. You never know. A free spot, you say? We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next week on twitch.tv/XenosAce, 5 p.m. NZST on a Thursday. Wednesday for the Americans at 9 p.m. PST, and we will be live for our own personal streams in 10 minutes. No idea what we're doing just yet. You got any plans?
No plans. I was going to talk to you about that afterwards.
Okay, cool. All right, well, we will see you all in 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe, everybody.
We love you.
We love you. Oh, yeah. safe, everyone.